Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Suresh from Mind is a Monkey, meeting you with another episode of Let's Check Out Some Diecast. And this episode, we are going to be reviewing the latest Hot Wheels Boulevards assortment, at least the one that you can find in retail. That's what I mean. So this is the Boulevard Series 101 through 105, and we have a pretty interesting set of models. I was lucky enough to be able to score this at my local Walmart, so I didn't have to pay secondary prices. So this is a very interesting assortment. It has 5 models: the 1955 Plymouth Savoy, the 99 Ford F-150 SVD Lightning, the Porsche 964, and the 1986 Ford Thunderbird Pro Stock, and the 24 Honda Civic Type R. Pretty cool assortment, pretty interesting set of cars. Let's start checking them out. So at 101, we have the 1955 Plymouth Savoy, right? Let's take a moment to check out this card art, right? It's pretty cool. That's the new packaging of Hot Wheels. That's the new styling of Hot Wheels in 2024. So it says Hot Rod Garage, right? So it just got me wondering, like, to see if this was actually some kind of like a real world car. And to my surprise, it is. This is actually a real world car, right? So this was built in 28 days at Hot Rod Garage. So, there's a pretty cool, video that explains how the team built this car. And it's got some pretty nice, decals on it. Hot Rod Garage, Motor Trend, Hot Wheels, and, Alex Taylor, Taylor B or Taylor R, I'm not sure, right? 807 HP. So pretty cool details. And, it's also got that rusted look, like a barn find kind of a deal, right? So pretty cool. Plymouth Savoy. I think this would probably, this is what you would expect to be people's most favorite model, because it's vintage, legacy, and whatnot, right? So, let's see. I mean, like, this is at least my top favorite casting. Possibly because it's a real world casting, and it's collaborated with Hot Rod Garage and all that stuff, right? 807 HP. I wonder if that's a fact, right? If 807 horsepower was kind of like packed into its engine, right? So, and then it's got some other interesting text. So it says Dennis Taylor and Greg Peterson. I'm thinking those are the folks behind, this construction at Hot Rod Garage. So there we have at 101, the 1955 Plymouth Savoy. All right. Up next is the 1999 Ford F-150 SPD Lightning. This, I should say, is probably, from a collector's perspective, right? So this is kind of like the second most sought after model. So this casting made its debut in Fast and Furious City Muscle, right? Pretty nice paint job, right? So it's slick, yeah. I think this was probably one of the more, for someone more recent, right? So this was definitely a car in their household growing up. The Ford F-150 SVD Lightning is definitely a very popular, casting among collectors. So nice details, the Ford logo there, and it says SVT. So not a lot of details otherwise, like nothing inside or nothing on the flatbed kind of a deal. So there we have, this was definitely, very sought after by collectors, but I kind of like, I don't know why exactly. That's why I'm guessing it should be because of, probably a car that they had in their household, right? So I'm just gonna zoom here a little so that we are able to get in on all those details. So just give me 1 second. Okay, there we have it. At number 3 in this mix, and 103 overall, we have the Porsche 964. Pretty cool color, right? Pretty nice classic, you know, I should say, California colors, right? You remember there used to be a series called California Customs or something like that, and it used to be typical. I mean, this color, you know, used to be one of those colors, I guess. So Porsche 964, this model has definitely been around the block a few times. So, you know, it kind of made its debut in Car Culture Track Day, then reappeared in Car Culture Modern Classics, and just even in Boulevards, it was number 28. If you guys remember, it was like a olive green with a lighter tint of it, you know, like contrast, right? So so this is actually the second appearance of this particular model in Boulevards, right? And you know, it's another fun fact is that this was also the convention model for the 2023 Mexico convention. So there we have number 3 in this mix, the Porsche 964. And talking about the wheels, they really kind of like, you know, they're definitely elevating the accent, right? That white of the wheels, the white hubs of the wheels is definitely complementing the paint job. So nice selection of wheels. And I think even when I said this is like a built after model after a real world car, I think even that real world car had like different sets of wheels like this, right? So probably that's something that is going to help it in drag racing or stuff like that, right? Okay, at number 4, 104, we have the 86 Ford Thunderbird Pro Stock, right? So a pretty interesting car. So this car kind of made its debut way back in 2012, right? It made its debut in the Hot Wheels Hot Ones. I'm going to say Hot Ones. That was 2012, right? And then just the next year, 2013, it made an appearance in Flying Customs. And then I don't know what happened. You know, it just went into like cryo sleep for like 10 years, right? Literally 10 years, because in 2023, it reappeared in the drag strip miniseries. It appeared as a mainline, right? So pretty cool colors, like, you know, very vintage retro disco colors, I should say, right? A lot of, you know, disco vibes there. And then what happened was, I think more recently, this one made an appearance in the Target exclusive Ultra Hots before appearing in the Hot Wheels Boulevards. So pretty cool car. This one is the 1986 Ford Thunderbird Pro Stock, and nice selection of wheels as well, right? So it's pretty cool that they've done a pretty neat job on the wheels of pretty much every model. And then up next is another new tooling. I don't know if I said that. This one happens to be a new tooling. So is this. So the 24 Honda Civic Type R sporting Spoon Sports livery. So this is pretty interesting. So, and first off, like facts, right? So this one was definitely the most sought after model, which also makes it kind of like the hardest to find, right? So I think there are a couple of reasons for that. First off, it's a JDM car, right? Honda Civic Type R, real world, many people would love it. Any JDM fan, you know, would go after it. And the second reason is this is also being a new casting, a new tooling in Hot Wheels. Definitely kind of like, you know, made a lot of collectors go after it, right? So in terms of, you know, the ones which were most sought after, this one is number 1 and this one was number 2. So let's go ahead and open it. So Spoon Sports actually happens to be a motor racing brand which specializes in endurance racing. So, you know, I mean, endurance racing is when you test a car's endurance by making it go lap after lap, like 24 hours of Le Mans, right? So almost all of Spoon Sports specialty has been in, almost all of their work has been on Honda cars. I kind of like spent some time on their website and they literally had a statement that said, So long as there are people with passion for Honda sports, our voyage continues. So that is how imprinted or ingrained that journey has been with the whole Honda brand. And I want to say, well, I'm not going to say this is like an exact replica of a real world car. At least I did not find anything online for that, but this is definitely built on some real world concepts. So there is definitely, you know, I mean to say Spoon Sports has definitely worked on Civic Type R. I just didn't find anything that said it was actually a 2024 Civic Type R. So I'm thinking that could be a slightly older Civic Type R. So they built a Civic Type R in the exact livery for an endurance racing at an event called 24 Hours at Thunderhill, right? So this Spoon, the blue and yellow, is definitely an excellent livery. And I think this is an excellent time to point out that one of my collector buddies, Josh Champu, I hope I'm not killing your last name there, buddy. So Josh Champu, one of my friends in the Fox Valley Diecast Club, he's a customizer who creates really cool Hot Wheels. So he built some back in the days. I'm talking at least 5-6 years ago, right? So this guy had an assortment of cars, and one of them was also a Civic, right? So this guy built an assortment of cars using the Spoon Sports livery, and they were pretty cool, right? So it almost makes me want to think that, you know, the Hot Wheels Dream Team is looking at the work of customizers and, you know, I mean, it's definitely drawing some inspiration from them. So, hey, that's a shout out to you, Josh Champu, for inspiring Hot Wheels, if that really did the trick, right? So, so pretty cool choice of wheels. I think these are very similar wheels. Probably this one's a little smaller, and that, you know, it's missing that silver rim that comes in this one. But pretty much all these models, I'm going to say, you know, I mean, the wheel selection is pretty spot on, right? So there we have it, the Hot Wheels Boulevard series 101 through 105. So personally, my favorites is going to be number 1 and number 2, and then I'm a sucker for Porsche, so that's going to be my number 3. What are your top favorite castings in this series? Leave a comment, and if you like this content, like and share the video, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. So that's all that I had for you guys today. Till I meet you with another episode, this is Suresh signing off. Rock on and stay awesome, you guys. Bye.